Well, good evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Grand River Raceway for this Monday evening. Our first race will go to post in approximately 17 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card. And note, in race number 1, we have a scratch of number 6, Havarti 1. Also note we have a driver change on number 2 to Colin Kelly. Colin Kelly drives number 2, Brydown Better Be, in the first. Race number 2, a couple of driver changes. Number 4, Herb's Journey. The driver will be Travis Henry. Travis Henry drives the 4. And number 6, played by Swan, Tyler Borth. Tyler Borth drives number 6, played by Swan. In the third race, number 2, Sport Jet Ray is scratch. Race 3, scratch 2, Sport Jet Ray. Number 5, Zealous Sealster, driver to be announced, TBA on the 5. Scratched is 7, Fluentosity. The 7 is scratched. And number 10 is going to move in and score post position 2. And note that the driver is going to be Nick Stewart. Nick Stewart drives number 10, That's Maya Bad, from post 2. In race number 4, number 8, Modern Rider, the driver to be announced, TBA on the 8 and the 4th. Race number 5, number 3, Dex the Land, a bridle change, blind, bridle to blinkers, blind to blinkers. Note that number 6, Moramapo, driver to be announced, TBA on the 6.
No changes.
Race number 6 has no changes. Race 7, no changes. Race number 8, number 3, Race 'em Up, is scratched. Race 8, scratch 3, Race 'em Up. In the 9th race, number 1, Oak Rock Eldorado, bridle change, blind, bridle to blinkers, blind to blinkers. And note in race number 10, there are no changes. No changes, race number 10. Race number 11, we have a change, and it is a scratch of number 8, Hercule JM. Race 11, scratch 8, Hercule JM. Once again, reviewing races 1 and 2. Race 1, number 2, Colin Kelly drives, scratch 6. And the second dash, Travis Henry drives the 4, Talaborth drives the 6. Post time for our first race in 14 minutes. Field for race number 1 on parade. One is JM Sports Fan, Travis Henry for Isabel Darvo, and Jason and Gordon Redmond. Number 2 is Bride Down Better Be, Colin Kelly for Randy Henry and Bryden Farms. And number 3 is Paula's Bet Hanover, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 4 is Katie's Delight, Sean Stacy for Landmark 13 Racing, and Hudson Stanibretz and Steve Klonowski. Number 5 is Alessandra Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald and Stenerco Ventures. And number 7 is Beach Beach Jason Ride for Rod Therese. And number 8 is 5 More Minutes Talmore for Jacques Dupont and Marie-Helene Dupont. Well, fans, note that 6 is Scratch. Colin Kelly drives 2. And, well, let's get a look at number 2, Bridehound Better Be. And this is one that's had a couple of starts, and neither one went all that well. But nonetheless, you do see enough speed to think that maybe in this spot now, Brighton Better Be could be better. You do see a 56-3 back half last race. Mile was 56-2, but went a slow early half, first half, and then Brighton Better Be really picked it up. And also in that first start had a slow opening quarter before 3 solid quarters after that. You do see a 27-second final quarter in the qualifier July the 24th. So there are some definite flashes of speed. Brighton Better Be is one that at 5-1 Colin Kelly driving might be the one to beat in here, but fans have disagreed. Right now they've made number 3 Paula's Bet Hanover. The one that's getting bet the most is 2-1 on the board. Now did have a third place finish in her debut mile at Mohawk, 53-3, and a 55-1 back half, so that flashes. But the last race wasn't quite as good. Still, it was a mile of 55-1, which is better than the best speed that Brighton Better Be has flashed. Paula's Bet Hanover, that flashy 53-3 mile there, the debut mile, July the 28th, has got people's attention and is 2-1. Number 1, JM Sports Fan is making a career debut, has had 2 qualifiers and a decent enough back half in the qualifier, 57-1, to suggest that JM Sports Fan on the inside could be a factor. Sent out by Isabel Darvo, Turk Henry driving 3-1. And also number 4, well, Katie's Delight did not have a delightful go in a grassroots at Mohawk last race, but just before that, raced here in a couple of his starts and was 4th in both of those and has flashed enough speed to be at least a contender for a share on the Superfecta. Katie's Delight and Sean Stacy is 8-1. The first race going to post in about 2 minutes. It is rolling for race number 1. JM Sports Fan and Bryden Better B and Paula's Bet Hanover on the inside of the center. Katie's Delight and Alessandra to the outside. Beach Peach in 5 more minutes. Field for race number 1. Katie's Delight leaving with Beach Peach and on the outside. 5 more minutes, and then Bryden Better be and Alessandra. Then it is Jam Sports Fan and Paula's Bet Hanover is trailing the field. They race their way on into the backstretch, and it is Katie's Delight who has the lead as they race the backstretch. Katie's Delight, and now quickly moving. 5 more minutes is underway on the outside and is charging up to take over second. Beach Peach to the inside third. Bryden Betterby is racing fourth, and then Alessandra, Jam Sports Fan, and Paula's Bet Hanover is back trailing the field. 5 more minutes at 13-1 has the lead now as they race their way past the opening quarter. And racing second is Katie's Delight. The quarter was 28-4. And third is Beach as they come off the turn. And then rolling on the inside. Fourth is Bryden Better B. Now moving on the outside. There is JM Sports Fan gaining some ground, being followed by Paula's Bet Hanover. Second from last right now, and Alessandra trailing the field. And they race the way on past the half, and they head to the 5/8. 5 more minutes, and Tyler Moore has the lead. Halftime was 59 seconds, and on into the backstretch they go. Katie's Delight is second, and on the outside, Jam Sports Fan gets a little bit closer. Jam Sports Fan has taken over second and is bearing down on 5 more minutes. On the inside, racing third is Katie's Delight, and then on the outside, Paula's Bet Hanover has moved up to race from fourth, but now grabbing the lead is Jam Sports Fan. Jam Sports Fan leads at a length and a half right now. Racing second is 5 more minutes. Katie's Delight on the inside shares third with Paula's Bet Hanover. And then well back fifth is Beach 3/4, 128-1. And Jam Sports Fan as they turn for home is sharpened leads by about 3. 5 more minutes is second. Then Paula's Bet Hanover and Katie's Delight. Jam Sports Fan as they come on down the lane. Jam Sports Fan is your winner. Then Paula's Bet Hanover was second, 5 more minutes third, and Katie's Delight was fourth, 157-1. JM Sports Fan. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 1. It's one Jam Sports Fan. 2-year-old sports Rider Bay filly owned by Jason and Gordon Redmond. Isabel Darvo is the trainer. Travis Henry, the winning driver. JM Sports Fan takes her career debut. 157-1. The first race of payouts. One James Sports Fan, $10 440 340. Three Paula's Bet Hanover 270 240. And a break 5 more minutes, $340, $2 exactor, $20 try, 6210, dollar super 240 55. The first race over a finish from the top. The rundown 15247 scratch 63. That's 15247 scratch 63. Field for the second. On parade, one Favoron, Jason Ryan for Paul Cameron and TJ Stable. Number 2, it's Crispy Goodnight, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Number 3, Judge Ken Cullen, Keller for Bob McIntosh and CSX Stables and Dave Boyle. 4 is Herb's Journey, Travis Henry for Duncan Brewer and Brendel Urquhart. 5, Northern Tailwind, J.R. Blunt drives and trains and owns. Number 6, played by Swan, Tyler Borth for Ashley Duford and Dennis Duford. And number 7 is Caviar Thrive, Scott Coulter for Steve Coulter and Steve Adams. Field of 7, race number 2. Note that Travis Henry drives 4, Tyler Borth drives 6. Let's look at this field. We'll start with one Veyron, who's been pretty good the last couple starts here. Was very good at Mohawk August the 7th, winning by almost 5 lengths in 54 and 3, a career best, and followed up with a pretty good mile here from post 7, and was second. Now gets the inside. Now doesn't show a ton of gate speed, but might at least be close enough placed to be able to get the job done. Favorana Jason Ryan, a co-favorite at 2-1. Number 7 Caviar's Triumph was able to win from a little bit off the pace last race at Georgian Downs. That was in this class, and one that overall 5 wins in the year, had 7 wins last year. Caviar's Triumph and Scotty Coulter, I think, offers some nice value. He can race okay from off the pace. 7-1 on the board. Number 2, Crispy Goodnight, was a really consistent mare last year, and again this year, 6 out of 9 in the top 3. Was good last race in this class, beat just 3/4 of a length. Got a pocket trip from a good post. It might be a little deja vu again. Needs to make up 3/4 of a length to win. Also note 4 of the last 5 starts were top 3 finishes, and it's Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen, strong connections. Crispy Goodnight, a threat to win, 6-1. And number 4, Herb's Journey and Turk Henry, 7-2 on the board, is one that has 3 wins in the past 4. And 2 of those were in pretty strong company, solid company that compares well with this field. So Herb's Journey, you can't discount the chance of this one in here. This is an interesting dash. Really a lot of different possibilities in this one. Herb's Journey and Turk Henry, 9-2. Gates rolling for the second. Veyron Chris McKnight on the inside. In the center, Judge Ken Herb's Journey, Northern Tailwind. On the outside, played by Swan and Caviar's Triumph. Field of 7 for the second. At the start of the round, Judge Ken, Chris McKnight, Northern Tailwind on the inside, Veyron, then Caviar's Triumph and Herb's Journey, and back to played by Swan. The field works their way on into the backstretch, and on the inside with the lead is Chris McKnight. Judge Ken doesn't seem to want the pocket position as driving on. And then there's a gap of 5 lengths to the third one, Northern Tailwind. And then Veyron as they duel their way on towards the opening quarter. Chris McKnight. Judge Ken now is going to take back and find the pocket. Northern Tailwind is third. Veyron is racing fourth, and then Herb's Journey, and played by Swan and Caviar's Triumph. The field works on around the turn, and it is Chris McKnight who's got the front. Judge Ken is racing, filling the pocket. And third, Northern Tailwind is working up first over, being followed by Veyron. Then Herb's Journey, played by Swan, and back to Caviar's Triumph. Halftime, 56-4 off that 26-4 opening quarter. And they work their way into the backstretch. Chris McKnight's got the lead. Chris McKnight, Northern Tailwind. Judge Ken on the inside, third. Veyron on the outside now gets up a little bit closer. Veyron takes over third. Judge Ken is racing fourth, and then fifth to the outside. As they work on down the backstretch is Herb's Journey. Caviar's Triumph now is out 3 wide from the backfield and is making up a ton of ground and is going to be out 4 wide. Trailing the field is played by Swan, 3/4, 126-2. And Veyron's got the lead, but Caviar's Triumph on the outside is looming. Chris McKnight to the inside is racing third. And then Herb's Journey as they turn for home. Caviar's Triumph has hooked wheels with Veyron. And then Northern Tailwind was impacted. They come on down the stretch drive. And on the inside, Chris McKnight has inherited the lead. Chris McKnight, and Herb's Journey. Chris McKnight wins. Herb's Journey second. Played by Swan third. And Northern Tailwind fourth, a mile of 1:58. Fans, the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to racing action at the top of the stretch. On the board, we have a 2-4-6-5 with the inquiry sign up. Wheeling back in front of us, number 2, Chris McKnight, a 5-year-old Umbro Barrister Brown mare. Owned by Rachel Andrew and Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen's the trainer. And Travis Cullen, the winning driver. It is the 12th win lifetime, third this year. Chris McKnight in 1:58 flat. Fans note the inquiry will not impact the top four on the board. Second race payouts to Chris McGinnite. 1050, 480, 324 Herb's Journey. $663. Six played by Swan, 340. $2 exactor, 104 $60 try, 377.10 20 cents. Super 789.47 $2 double, $58. The second race over finished in the top 5162437. That's 5162437. Field for the third on parade. 1 April Bandit, Scott Coulter, Steve Coulter. And to his scratch, number 3 is Silver Hill Misty. Jason Ryan for David Daniel and Leonard Gamble. 3 is not there, but 4 is Come On Over. Correction, Come On Over, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst. 5 is Zealous Sealster. Travis Cullen drives for Brian Dunbar and 8th Line Investments. Number 6 is Brave as My Mama, Bruce Richardson for Gary Anderson. 7 is scratched. And 8 is Lily's Penelope, Colin Kelly for Sheldon Rose. 9 is Warway Speedy, Darrell Thiessen for Mark Winnicott and Paul Kelly. Number 10, That's Maya Bad, Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Limco Incorporated. Well, fans, let's look at this field, and we'll start with number 1, April Bandit. And April Bandit has gate speed and an inside post again. And, well, has been knocking on the door of victory. A couple of runner-up finishes in the last 2, also a 3rd and a 4th going back. So April Bandit, 9 out of 18 in the top 2. In fact, 14 out of 18 in the top 3. This is a very consistent veteran mare. April Bandit, a favorite at 2-1. Number 9, Warway Speedy, had the trailer post last race and did a decent job with it to finish 3rd, beaten 3 lengths and right in behind April Bandit. Warway Speedy, once again, the trailer post, 5-1 on the board. Number 5, Zealous Sealster and Travis Cullen driving. Well, last 2 races, a 7th and a 9th. They didn't go well, but before that had a bit of form. Look at last year, though. 9 wins in 21 starts. Zealous Sealster looking to get things back going. Zealous Sealster is on the board at 5-2. And number 10, That's Maya Bad, shows consistently good form coming into this race. That's Maya Bad is one that with Nick Stewart driving and leaving at a post position 2, and can leave well enough, although raced well from off the pace last race. That's Maya Bad at 7-1, I think represents a possible upset here. That's Maya Bad at a decent price. The 3rd race, it's scratches of 2 and 7, 10. That's Maya Bad. Moving in and scoring post 2, Travis Cullen drives 5, Zealous Sealster. Field for race number 3, taking up positions. April Bandit on the inside. With That's My Bad in the center, Silver Hill Misty and Come On Over, and Zealous Seal to the outside is Brave as My Mama and Lily's Penelope. On the second tier, Warway Speedy. Field is at the start of the rough, and April Bandit gets out well, and That's My Bad. And Silver Hill Misty as they fire on into the turn. Warway Speedy from down to the inside is racing position fourth, and then it is back to Come On Over. And further back, Zealous Sealster as they roll on into the backstretch. Then it is back further to As Brave as My Mama and Lily's Penelope. The field races their way on towards the opening quarter. April Bandits got the lead, and That's My Bad is there in the pocket. On the inside, third, Silver Hill Misty in front of Warway Speedy, and fifth is Come On Over. Sixth is Zealous Sealster. Then the trailing pair is Brave as My Mama and Lily's Penelope. April Bandit and Scotty Coulter has a lead right now of a length and a half, and right there filling the pocket, That's My Bad. On the inside third, Silver Hill Misty. Warway Speedy is racing first up fourth, and half was 57 off that 27 and 4 opening quarter. Come On Over is fifth to the inside. Racing on the outside, positioned sixth right now, is Zealous Sealster, and then it is As Brave as My Mama and Lily's Penelope. April Bandit, Scotty Coulter has the lead. That's My Bad's getting a trip. Racing third, Silver Hill Misty. And then it is Come On Over. And to the outside, three wide, Zealous Sealster. Warway Speedy backs away a little bit, scooting up the inside as Brave as My Mama. And Lily's Penelope is trailing the field. April Bandit leads by 2 right now. That's My Bad second, getting submerging. Three wide, Zealous Sealster is coming on. Center of the track is Come On Over, and down to the inside, Silver Hill Misty is fifth. And then it is As Brave as My Mama. And Lily's Penelope and Warway Speedy, they turn on down the lane off at 3/4, 126, and April Bandit marches on sharply. April Bandit's going to win it. April Bandit by about 3 or 4 at the finish. That's My Bad was second. Then it looked like Come On Over and Silver Hill Misty. 155 and 4, April Bandit. On the board, we have a 110.43, and coming back in front of us is number 1, April Bandit. 11-year-old real artist, brown mare, owned and trained by Steve Coulter. Scott Coulter, the winning driver. It's the 5th win this year, 39th lifetime. April Bandit, 155 and 4. The third race payouts, 1 April Bandit, 430, 330, 270. Number 10, That's My Bad, 520 and 390. And 4, Come On Over, 590. $2 exactor, 2220. Dollar try, $74.50. Super, 240.20. The third race order finish from the top. 1 scratch 4, 357 scratch 682. That's 1 scratch 4, 357 scratch 682. Field 4, race number 4 is on parade. 1, Bet the Limit. Colin Kelly for Kyle Bossenson, Ron Nopes and Sean Brisebois. Number 2, Coin Flip. Scott Quiller for Jack Rand. Amy Hardy. Number 3 is Morneau. Nick Stewart for Ryan Stewart. Number 4, Mock Diesel. Austin Sorry for Kyle Bossens. 5 is Black Titanium. Tyler Borth for Jack Ray and Tom Ray and John Gould. Number 6, Storm Chaser. J.R. Plot for Jim Wellwood and Jeffrey Wellwood. Number 7, Spectrum Seals to Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen and Keith Hanna. And number 8 is Modern Writer. Jason Ryan drives for Harold Wilson. 9 is Cataparca. Travis Henry for Mark Winnicott and Jim Maximo Racing. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field for race number 4. We'll start with number 9, Cataparca, and one that went all the way on top, and one going away last time. Now, this here is the trailer post, so could pose a little more challenge. Cataparca is one that does show liking to flash to the front, and the last 3 races were all solid starts, all right here. 55-2 win, career best win last time out. Cataparca and Turk Henry 4-5 on the board. Number 1, Bet the Limit, though, comes in fine form, the second and the third, and a competitive fifth, beaten just a length and a quarter. The last 2 were right here, the second and the third here, racing for the high percentage barn of Kyle Bossens. And does flash gate speed, got pocket trips in 2 of the last 3 races, including that last one. Bet the Limit did finish second to Cataparca last race, looks to turn the table and has the post position. 2-1 is the price. Number 7, Spectrum Sealster, is one that has been a little bit up and down, but overall, look at 7 out of 11 on the year in the top 3 and took all of 2019 off. Spectrum Sealster works out of the strong barn of Jody Cullen. Spectrum Sealster and Travis Cullen at 11-1. And number 5, Black Titanium and Tyler Borth, beaten just ahead at Sarnia last race. And now we'll try things here. May need to show just a little more speed. That last one was just 2 minutes, but you do see 57-2 there. 2 races to go, but still Black Titanium will have to step it up. But look at the trainer, Jack Ray, sports a healthy 3:37 mark. Black Titanium and Tyler Borth, 12-1 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Taking up positions. At the limit, coin flip, and Morneau. In the center, Mock Diesel, Black Titanium, and Storm Chaser to the outside. Spectrum, Sister, Modern Rider, and Cataparca. Field of 9 for the 4th race. In the stretch, gathering speed approaching the start. And they're at the start of the route. Bet the Limit leaves well. Black Titanium is driving. And Coin Flip and down to the inside. Cataparca as the field presses on around the turn. Black Titanium and Tyler Borth was able to sprint out and get the lead. Bet the Limit is racing second. Cataparca is third. And then fourth is Coin Flip. And then it is back to Morneau and Storm Chaser. For the back is Mock Diesel. And then Spectrum, Sister, and Modern Rider. And Bet the Limit came around to claim the lead. Now Cataparca is up and driving. And Cataparca wants to come on and try to rush up and grab the lead from Bet the Limit. Opening quarter is 28-3. And Cataparca is taking the front now. Bet the Limit is racing second. Black Titanium is racing position to third. Then a gap of 2 or 3, and fourth is Coin Flip, and then it is back to Morneau and Storm Chaser and Mock Diesel. Off the turn they come and they roll on towards us. Leading the way as they come up to the half is Cataparca. Bet the Limit is racing second. Black Titanium to the inside is third. Coin Flip now moves on the outside and is being followed on the outside by Mock Diesel, who is second of a racing fifth. The half was 58 seconds. Morneau is sixth on the inside. Spectrum Sister is seventh, and then it is back to Storm Chaser and Modern Rider. On down the back stretch they go. Cataparca leads it. The advantage over Bet the Limit is a length and 3/4. Coin Flip on the outside third. Black Titanium is fourth on the pylons, and Mock Diesel is racing fifth, and then sixth Morneau and seventh Spectrum Sister, and then it is Storm Chaser and Modern Rider. But Cataparca leads as they hustle on by 3/4 and 127, and the advantage is 2 1/4 over Bet the Limit. Coin Flip third, racing for Black Titanium. Mock Diesel is fifth, and then it is Morneau. Modern Rider kicking in late, and then Spectrum Sister on down the stretch drive for Morneau, down the stretch drive for Cataparca. It is Cataparca who's got this one sewn up. Cataparca wins it. Black Titanium up the inside to grab second, and then Coin Flip and Bet the Limit. 156 flats. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 4 It's number 9, Cataparca, 3-year-old Welsh Shed Bay Colt, owned by Gemaximo Racing, trained by Mark Winnicott. Travis Henry with the driving double on the evening. Third win for Cataparca this year in lifetime. 156 flat. The fourth race payouts 9 Cataparca for dollars 320 260. 5 black titanium 1180 and 530 and what bet the limit 240. $2 exactor 37.10. Dollar try 42.95. Dollar super 249.10. Fans noting race number 6, a claim enter. Number 6, Sunshine Lou. The fourth race, order of finish from the top 348 629 751. That's 348 629 751. Field for race number 5 on parade. One is Hamac Sabrina, Travis Cullen for Pam, Forky and Don Schuldeis. Number 2 is Bye Bye Daddy, Travis Henry for Tyler Nostad and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 3 is Dex the Land, Jason Ryan for Sheldon Rose. And 4 is Tobin's Terror, Austin Sorry for Corey Johnson and Joe Steiner. 5 is Dream All Night, Brett McDonald for Shane Barrington and Bruno DePoche and John Barrington. And number 6, Moramapo, Nick Stewart for John Kennedy and Ralph and Sandra Pitt. Number 7 is Eva's Baskerville, Bruce Richardson for Jim Lee. And number 8 is Cafe Society, Daryl Thiessen for Mark Winnicott and Gemaximo Racing. 9 is Exeline by Emma, J.R. Platt for Stefan LaRock and Debbie Element. Well, let's look at this field. We'll start with number 5, Dream All Night. Back-to-back wins, 3 wins in the past 4 starts, and also won 8 times last year. Dream All Night did a nice job last race to sweep up 3 wide and work from a little bit off the pace. Also, you do see this one coming first up and winning in 57 the start before that. Dream All Night and Brett McDonald for the high percentage barn of Shane Barrington. He's got 9 wins in 26 starters this year, so Shane's been on fire. Dream All Night is right now 3-1 on the board. Number 2, Bye Bye Daddy, is also one with wins of late, 3 wins in the past 6, as well as a second. Bye Bye Daddy was a winner here last time out in 57-2. Look at 7 wins on the year, had 9 last year. Bye Bye Daddy has some gate speed and a better post position than Dream All Night. Bye Bye Daddy and Turk Henry looking for a 3rd win on the evening, and is currently a co-favorite at 5-2. Others to look at, number 9, Exeline by Emma, has been good of late. One that was able to score all the way on top Georgian Downs 2 races ago and battled hard first up last race to finish 3rd. And Exeline by Emma now has the trailer post, and we'll see if there's gate speed. But Bye Bye Daddy, it looks very likely to leave well. We'll see what Hamac Sabrina does, but Exeline by Emma and J.R. Platt might be able to work out a trip. This mare won 10 times last year, was a big earner last year. Exeline by Emma, 5-1. And number 6, Moramapo, Nick Stewart driving. This one comes in from Clinton. Look at the last 6 races. We'll have 3 wins and a pair of seconds in the past 6. Just that one tough start here, parked early and backed away. But Moramapo, the problem is post 6. This one seems to like it racing on the lead, although that one start July the 18th at Hanover, leaving from post 7, parked early and still coming on to win, does show that she was able to race from off the pace. Moramapo and Nick Stewart is a healthy price at 12-1 for one that's racing well. Moramapo and Nick Stewart. The 5th race of Field of 9 going to post shortly. It is rolling for race number 5. Taking up positions, we have Almax Sabrina, Bye Bye Daddy, and Dex the Land on the inside. The center, it's Opens Terror Dream All Night. To the outside, Moramapo, Eva's Best Girl, and Cafe Society. And the second tier, Exceline by Emma. It's a field of 9 for race number 5. Their gathering speed approaching the start. And they're at the start of the round. Almax Sabrina and Bye Bye Daddy and Dex the Land, the first 3. And on the outside, Cafe Society is going to leave well. Topin's Terror, then Dream All Night, and Exceline by Emma. Then it is Moramapo and Eva's Best Girl. Into the backstretch, Bye Bye Daddy and Turk Henry's got the lead. Almax Sabrina is second, and racing third is Dex the Land, and Topin's Terror is positioned fourth. Then fifth is Cafe Society, who gets over to the pylons, racing in front of Dream All Night. Then Exceline by Emma, and Moramapo and Eva's Best Girl, Bye Bye Daddy. Leads on up to the opening quarter. Advantages a length and a half. Almax Sabrina in the pocket, 28-3 the opening quarter. Dex the Land third. Tobin's Terror now starts to work to the outside and is come on and is only about 3.5 off the lead. Cafe Society on the outside is racing second over fifth, and also to the outside is Dream All Night as they race their way off the turn. Exceline by Emma to the outside. Then back to the trailing pair, and they are Moramapo and Eva's Best Girl, and they race their way on towards the half off that 28-3 opening quarter, and halftime 59-3, and it is Bye Bye Daddy who's got the lead. Almax Sabrina's getting the trip. Tobin's Terror on the outside now is second, and is only a length off the lead. To the inside third, Almax Sabrina, and racing position for Dex the Land is currently about 4.5 or 5 off the lead. Moramapo is fifth, racing sixth, Dream All Night, backing away Cafe Society, and then Eva's Best Girl and Exceline by Emma. They share the lead as they race up to 3/4. Tobin's Terror to the outside, Bye Bye Daddy on the inside, and right there third, Almax Sabrina stepped out, 3/4, 127-4. Bye Bye Daddy has fought back to lead by a nose. They roll to the top of the stretch, and Tobin's Terror on the outside is still dueling hard with Bye Bye Daddy. Almax Sabrina is waiting for the passing lane. Bye Bye Daddy. Bye Bye Daddy on the outside. Tobin's Terror. Tobin's Terror comes on by. Bye Bye Daddy, then Almax Sabrina and Dex the Land. 156-3. Tobin's Terror. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 5. It's number 4, Tobin's Terror, a 5-year-old Stonebridge Terror Bay mare, owned by Corey Johnson and Joe Steiner. Corey Johnson, the trainer, Austin Sorey, the winning driver. It's the third win this year, 16th lifetime. Tobin's Terror, 156-3. Fifth race, mutual payouts. 4 it opens terror 20, 30, 730, and 430. 2 Bye Bye Daddy 380, 271 Hamak Sabrina 430. $2 exactor 83.80. Dollar try 119.55. Dollar super effective 936.15. Fans note in race number 7, we have a claim entered on number 6, Simon Said. Race 7, claim entered 6, Simon Said. Here's the fifth race order finish from the top. 324 156 897. That's 324 156 897. Field 4, race number 6 on parade. 1, Cody Dorleen, Scott Kohler for Gary McDonald and Alan Kepfer. Number 2 is our Thinking Monster. It is Jay Harris for John Kennedy and Ralph and Sandra Pitt. Number 3 is Quick Nick, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst and Doug Haywood. And for his DG, Shall We Dance, Austin Sorry for Joe Pereira and Daniel Supernaut and Game 410. Number 5 is Max 3, Travis Cullen for Jay Conklin and Max Stable. Number 6, Sunshine Lou, Marie Auger for Daniel Martin. Claim entered. And number 7 is Strategic Thinking, J.R. Plot for Frederick Borgo and Keith Castle. Number 8 is Loaded Deck. Jean-Francois Gagne drives and trains and partners with Russell Branham. And 9 is Ahi Sean Stacy for Hudson Standardbreds. Field of 9, race number 6, featuring the Super High 5. Let's look at this field. And we will start with number 7, Strategic Thinking. One that raced from post 7 at Sarnia 2 races ago and managed a second. Last race at Sarnia from the inside didn't go as well, beaten 2 lengths, but it was a 6th beaten too. The second actually was farther off the winner, and both miles were 57 and change. You also see this one racing and winning back in the middle of June in 55 and 2 at Sarnia. Strategic Thinking, set up by Frederick Borgo. This will be the first start for Freddie B. Had been with Bob McIntosh. J.R. Plot drives and is 6-1 on the board. In what looks like a very wide open dash. No real long shots on the board, and the favorites are lukewarm at 3-1. Number 6, Sunshine Lou, is currently on the board at 3-1. The claim is in, and the last 2 races were good. In fact, raced from off the pace post 7 last race here and was second beaten a length and a half and beaten by Century Gigolo, who is not back in this race. Sunshine Lou, a chance to shine here, has been pretty solid of late. 4 of the last 5 starts were top 3 finishes, and the last one was in this class. Sunshine Lou is right now 7-2. Number 8, Loaded Deck. Well, no post position favor, but you do see 52 and 4 at Mohawk last race, and Loaded Deck, despite the outside position, it does warrant from some serious regard and is getting that at 5-2. And number 4, DG Shall We Dance, one that raced in 53 at Mohawk last race and doesn't have a win on the year. Was a really consistent one last year that just hasn't really got dancing yet this year. DG Shall We Dance, though, getting back away from Mohawk, trying things here. The last time we saw this one here was the trailer post. DG Shall We Dance now leaves from post 4. Austin Sorry, 5-1. Gate is rolling for race number 6. Taking up positions. Goody Dorleans, Our Thinking Monster, and Quick Nick on the inside. Of the center, DG, Shall We Dance, and Mox 3 to the outside. Sunshine Lou, Strategic Thinking, and Loaded Deck. And the second tier, Ahi. The field for race number 6 is at the start, and he has broken stride. Goody Dorleans gets a Our Thinking Monster. DG Shall We Dance in from the outside. Strategic Thinking is leaving hard and is still out wide and is charging hard. Strategic Thinking is looking to come on and get the lead and then went off stride. And now DG Shall We Dance on the outside is looking to dance up and grab the front. DG Shall We Dance and Our Thinking Monster fills the pocket. Goody Dorleans is third. Quick Nick is racing fourth, and then Sunshine Lou. Strategic Thinking is still off stride. Max 3 is racing fifth right now, and sixth is Loaded Deck, and then it is Strategic Thinking as the field works their way on towards that opening quarter, and past the quarter they go, and it is Our Thinking Monster who's got the lead right now. Our Thinking Monster and Jay Harris. DG Shall We Dance is second. Goody Dorleans to the inside. Quick Nick is working first up and is being followed by Sunshine Lou. Then scooting along to the inside and gaining some ground is Loaded Deck, and on the outside, Max 3. They hustle on past the half, and then racing second for last. Strategic Thinking is trying to make a huge recovery. Half was 58 and 2, and the field races their way on into the backstretch. Our Thinking Monster. DG Shall We Dance racing second. Quick Nick is third. And then it's Goody Dorleans, and on the outside, Sunshine Lou. And then it is back to Max 3 and Loaded Deck, and they hustle on to three quarters. Our Thinking Monster still has the lead. Our Thinking Monster. Now there goes Sunshine Lou. And Sunshine Lou is shining brightly now. Has moved up, is only ahead from the front. Three quarters, 127 and 3. And Sunshine Lou on the outside. Our Thinking Monster on the inside. Sunshine Lou is taken over. Our Thinking Monster is racing second, then Quick Nick and DG Shall We Dance as they turn for home. And on the inside, Loaded Deck on down the stretch ride. And Sunshine Lou wins it. DG Shall We Dance was second. And then it was Our Thinking Monster, Loaded Deck, and Quick Nick. 156 and 1. On the board, we have a 64283. Wheeling back in front of us, number 6, Sunshine Lou, a 4-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay horse owned by Daniel Martin, who's also the trainer. Marie-Claude Auger, the winning driver, third win this year, fourth lifetime. Sunshine Lou, 156 and 1. The sixth race payouts at number 6, Sunshine Lou, 1325.90 and 430. For DG Shall We Dance, 390, 350. Number 2, Our Thinking Monster, 390. $2 Exactor, 45.60. Dollar Try, 118.55. The dollar win for 464.75. The dollar high five, 914.35. The sixth race order finish from the top, 635 271 849. That's 635 271 849. And the claim of number 6, Sunshine Lou, and the new trainer will be Sheldon Rose. Field for the seventh race on parade. One Real Wicked. Chase and ride for Corey Fuller and Kyle Stretch. Number 3, Prairie Mystic, Paul Davies for Paul Sanders and Deborah Pinnell. And number 4 is Monty Mono, Paul McKenzie for Terry Collette and Calvin Kepfer. Number 5 is Winsong Grayson, Rob Jenkins Jr. for Felix Marion and John Treadharton. William Purchase. Number 6, Simon Said, Clay Medard, Colin Kelly for Vern Cochran and Mike Arnold. And number 7 is 88 Fingers Louie, Bruce Richardson for John Holding. And number 8 is Kingsley B, Brad Madonna for Catherine Cochran and Stephen Bastard. And number 2 is Barossa Blue Jeans, J.R. Plot for Bruce Gouet. Well, fans of Field of 8 for race number 7, we will stay right there with number 2, Barossa Blue Jeans, who comes in off of a couple of third-place finishes, has gate speed, and a better post. Hasn't seen the inside in a long while. This guy was a 13-time winner last year that just has 2 wins this year. Barossa Blue Jeans makes a start here for Bruce Gouet, has been getting claimed. Well, each of the last 2 races was claimed. Barossa Blue Jeans, 5-1 on the board. Number 4, Monty Mono, 3 consecutive top 3s and was beaten only a length last time out. Also shows racing at Georgian 55 and 2, a very close one. 2 races back, so the last 2 are especially good. Only 1 win on the year, but 10 out of 20 in the top 3. Monty Mono, 3-1 on the board. Number 1, Real Wicked, one that a little light in the win column the last couple years. 3 out of 59 races, but look at 19 runner-up finishes. Real Wicked inside post position. Real Wicked and Jason Ryan 9-2, and number 5, Winsong Grayson, beaten just 2 lengths last race, and that was in this class and was second the start before that. Also had back-to-back wins in July. So Winsong Grayson, who's won 4 times this year, could build off of that last race. A little better post position and beaten only 2 lengths. Winsong Grayson is a little longer play that just might score at a price. 13-1 on the board. 7th race of Field of 8 going to post shortly. It is rolling for race number 7. Checking out positions. Real Wicked, Barossa Blue Jeans, and Prairie Mystic on the inside. The center, Monty Moto and Windsong Grayson to the outside. Simon said, 88 Fingers, Louie and Kingsley B. It's a field of 8 for the 7th race. An off-stride Prairie Mystic, and they're at the start of the rough, and Barossa Blue Jeans leaves with Real Wicked. Also getting up, Monty Moto and Simon said, as the field hustles into the turn. Then Windsong Grayson, and 6th away right now is 88 Fingers Louie. And Kingsley B is 7th. And now Simon said and Colin Kelly wanting to come on and clear the lead. Simon said has taken over. Barossa Blue Jeans is 2nd. Real Wicked is 3rd in line. And racing position 4th is Monty Mono. Then it is Windsong Grayson, 88 Fingers Louie, and Kingsley B. And Barossa Blue Jeans reclaims the front. 28 seconds, the opening quarter, Simon said, is racing position 2nd. There goes Real Wicked popping to the outside. Monty Mono is racing 2nd over 4th. The field comes off the turn and works on towards us. Now to the outside, Kingsley B has moved up on the outside. And on the pylons is Windsong Grayson, and then it is 88 Fingers Louie. Off a 28 opening quarter, halftime was recorded at 57-3. Barossa Blue Jeans and Real Wicked going at it. And there in the pocket is Simon Said. Into the backstretch, Monty Mono is racing 2nd over 4th. 5th to the inside is Windsong Grayson. Kingsley B is 6th on the outside. 88 Fingers Louie is 7th on the pylons. Barossa Blue Jeans as they race the backstretch. That lead right now is holding it about a length. On the outside, Real Wicked, Simon Said in the pocket. And Monty Mono is sent out 3 wide from 4th. 5th is Windsong Grayson. 6th is Kingsley B. 88 Fingers Louie is 7th. 3/4 is 127. Barossa Blue Jeans. Monty Mono 3 wide is bearing down now on the leader. And Real Wicked is still there in the hunt. And then it is Simon Said and Windsong Grayson. They turn on down the stretch ride. Barossa Blue Jeans on the inside, Simon Said. And then on the center, Real Wicked. It is Barossa Blue Jeans, Real Wicked, and Barossa Blue Jeans. And on the outside, Monty Mono close for the win in 156-4. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race 7 of 1, Real Wicked. 6-year-old Big Bad John Black Gelding, owned by Kyle Stretch, Corey Fuller, the trainer, Jason Ryan, the winning driver. 3rd win this year, 17th lifetime for Real Wicked, 156-4. The seventh race payouts, one real wicked. $12.50, $584 for Montimono, $5.70 and $3.80, and two Barossa Blue Jean, $3. $2 exactors, $73.60. Try, $126.85. Superfective, $420.75. Fans note in race 9, we have a single claim on number 9, Twilight Zone. Race 9, 9, Twilight Zone, a claim entered. Here is the seventh race order finish from the top. 138, 25467. That's 138, 25467. And the claim of Simon Said, the new trainer, Gerard Demers. The field for race number 8 is on parade. 1 Jack of Clubs, Paul McKenzie for Gary McDonald. Number 2, Osborne Sealster, J.R. Plot for Ted McDonnell and Leonard Gamble. Number 3 is scratch for Duke d'Orleans, Tyler Moore for Jacques Dupont. Number 5, Paparazzi, Hanover, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Keith Hanna. And number 6, Trident, Sealster, Daryl Thiessen for Dale Hurt and Tony Tangretta. Number 7, Betters Western, Brent McDonald for Ron McDonald and Seneca Ventures. 8 is Kenny Joe, Scott Coulter for David O'Brien and Kevin Gillis. And number 9, Marty Monkhauser, Colin Keller for Jeff Gillis. Field of 8, race number 8. Well, looking at this field, we'll start with number 5, Paparazzi, Hanover and Travis Cullen. Well, did pop last race here. Preferred 3, got out well and finished second, beaten a length and a half. That was a nice rebound. Raced in this class also at Georgian Downs the start before it and tailed off in the late going. But you do overall see some pretty solid form. And 7 out of 15 in the top 2 on the year. Also had a very fine top 2 record last year. Paparazzi, Hanover, Travis Cullen and Jody Cullen. This is one that's consistently good at this level and is right now listed as the one to beat at 7-5 on the board. Number 2, Osborne Sealster drops in from Mohawk. The last 3 races didn't result in a top 4 finish, but you do see racing in 51 only 2 races ago and 50 and 3 back in the early part of July. Osborne Sealster has gate speed and a favorable post and definitely could be a big threat to rebound, 7-2. Number 9, Marty Monkhauser, is one that did not have a good go in this class last race, but it was post position 8. It is 8 out of 18 in the top 2 on the year, and you do see this one winning here at the end of July in 55 and 4, the class below this one. Marty Monkhauser from the trailer post, 6-1 on the board. And number 1, Jack of Clubs, is also 6-1. A winner at Clinton 2 races ago. Tried this class last race, outside post, and came on late. Finished at 3rd, beaten just 3, and now gets the inside. And look at on the year, 11 out of 16 in the top 3. Jack of Clubs is one that, well, should be considered, especially from post 1, a threat to be on the top 3, and is 9-2. The 8th race of Field of 8 going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Jack of Clubs. Osborne Sealster on the inside. In the center, Duke d'Orleans, Paparazzi Hanover, and Trident Sealster. On the outside, Better's Western Kenny Joe. And the second tier, Marty Monkhauser. It is a field of 8. Race number 8. Here they come. And they're at the start of the round. Jack of Clubs from the inside would leave well. Paparazzi Hanover, Osborne Sealster, Marty Monkhauser on the insides into the front 4. Then racing position 5th on the inside is Duke d'Orleans. Then it is back to Better's Western, Trident Sealster, and Kenny Joe is trailing the field. Jack of Clubs has got the lead, but on the outside, Osborne Sealster in pursuit of the front. Osborne Sealster is going to clear to the lead. Jack of Clubs is going to come back around now. Jack of Clubs will reclaim the lead. Osborne Sealster in the pocket, and Marty Monkhauser is 3rd. Paparazzi Hanover is 4th, and then Duke d'Orleans and Better's Western and Trident Sealster and Kenny Joe. 27 seconds, the opening quarter, and they race around the turn. Jack of Clubs and Paul McKenzie with the front. Racing position 2nd, Osborne Sealster. Marty Monkhauser on the inside thirds at 3.5 from the front. Paparazzi Hanover moving quickly on the outside to take over 3rd. Halftime was recorded in 56-4 and getting closer. Paparazzi Hanover has moved up on the outside and is only a length and a half off the lead. Racing 3rd and now about to take over 2nd. Inside 3rd, Osborne Sealster. 4th on the outside, Duke d'Orleans, and 5th is Marty Monkhauser. Then 6th is Kenny Joe. Better's Western is 7th, and Trident Sealster is 8th. Jack of Clubs leads as they hustle on to 3/4. Advantage right now is about 3/4. Paparazzi Hanover grinding on the outside, getting closer. Inside 3rd, Osborne Sealster. Marty Monkhauser in the center of the track. To the outside, Duke d'Orleans, and also sent out wide comes Kenny Joe. Then it is Better's Western and Trident Sealster. Now in the center of the track, Paparazzi Hanover off that 3/4, 125-2. Paparazzi Hanover and Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs is digging in, though. Jack of Clubs and Paparazzi Hanover. Jack of Clubs and Paparazzi Hanover in a photo. Then Duke d'Orleans and Osborne Sealster, 154-4. On the board, 1542. Wheeling back in front of us. Number 1, Jack of Clubs, a 6-year-old World of Rock and Roll pay gelding, owned by Gary McDonald, who's also the trainer. Paul McKenzie, the winning driver. 5th win this year, 21st lifetime, Jack of Clubs, 154-4. The eighth race payouts: one jack of clubs, $12.25, $3.25. Paparazzi Hanover, $342.64. Duke d'Orleans, $5.60. $2 exactor, $36.80. Try, $74.65. Super, $206.95. The eighth race order finish from the top. 1 4 scratch 328 675. That's 1 4 scratch 328 675. Field 4, race number 9 on parade. 1 is Oak Rock Eldorado, Brett McDonough over Sandra Perot. Number 2 is Candid Cameron, Scott Kohler for Dean Nixon. And number 3 is Yankee Up, Colin Keller for Stefan LaRock and Jamie Gray. Number 4 is Ferrari Fever, J.R. Plot, drives and trains and owns. And number 5, Big Boy Fraser, Travis Henry for Vern Cochran and Lexington Harness Group and Matthew White. Number 6, Fernhill Breeze, Austin Sorry for Patrick Shepard and Ron Woodburn. And number 7 is Outlaw Gunpowder, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen. Number 8 is Fred's Night, Jason Ryan for Dale Hurt and Tony Tangretta. And number 9, Twilight Zone, Clay Matter, Jay Harris for Patrick Shepard. Well, fans, let's look at this field. We'll stay right there with Twilight Zone, who has the claim in. A veteran that has still got something left in the tank, and in fact comes in with 3 runner-up finishes and a third in the past 4, and a nice mile here, 54 last race, finishing second. Twilight Zone has to work out the trip, but is one that can often race well from off the pace. Twilight Zone is 2-1 as the favorite. Number 1, Oak Rock Eldorado, is also a veteran with a bit of back class and has been a solid earner the last 2 seasons. In fact, already has $35,000 this year and had $31,000 last year. Oak Rock Eldorado, an equipment change, blind bridle to blinkers, and you see this one wiring a field here 3 races ago. This class in 54-4. Since then, the last 2 races weren't great, so now the equipment change. Oak Rock Eldorado, 3-1. Number 3, Yankee Up, was a strong second here, 54-3 mile, 2 races ago. Last race not quite as good. Yankee Up looks for a bounce-back performance and also was good at Georgian Downs 4 races ago, winning. Yankee Up has been a little inconsistent, but on his best, he could win here. Yankee Up does offer a little better price at 10-1 with Colin Kelly driving. And number 2, Candid Cameron, was one that won last race, the class below this in 56. Also does show racing here in 55, a very competitive mile, beaten a half a length in this class back at the latter part of July. So Candid Cameron, one that could be pretty good in here for trainer Dean Nixon and Scotty Coulter driving. 7-2 on the board. 9th race of field of 9, claimed is 9 Twilight Zone, going to post shortly. It is rolling for race number 9. Oak Rock, Eldorado, Candid Cameron, and Yankee up on the inside. Ferrari Fever, Big Boy Fraser to the outside. Fernhill Breeze, Outlaw Gunpowder, and Fred's Night, the second tier Twilight Zone. Field for the 9th race, gathering speed approaching the start. They're at the start of the round. Oak Rock, Eldorado, and Candid Cameron. Yankee up and Twilight Zone along to the inside. Then Ferrari Fever and Big Boy Fraser and Fernhill Breeze. And then Outlaw Gunpowder and Fred's Night into the backstretch they go. Oak Rock, Eldorado's got the lead. Twilight Zone is out well to fill the pocket. Candid Cameron third. Yankee up is fourth as they race on to the opening quarter. Then it is Ferrari Fever and Big Boy Fraser trailing three. Fernhill Breeze and Outlaw Gunpowder and Fred's Night. And on they roll to the opening quarter. Oak Rock, Eldorado, and Brett McDonald leads a length and a half over Twilight Zone. 28 seconds the opening panel. Candid Cameron is third. And fourth is Yankee up in front of Ferrari Fever. They're still in a line. Sixth is Big Boy Fraser. Then Fernhill Breeze and Outlaw Gunpowder and Fred's Night. Off the turn they come. They race to the half off that 28-second opening quarter. And it is Oak Rock, Eldorado, and Brett McDonald. Twilight Zone and Jay Harris in the pocket. Candid Cameron, Scotty Coulter third. 3 off the lead. 57-1 is the halftime. And Yankee up and Colin Kelly is racing fourth. And then along to the inside, Ferrari Fever fifth. And now popping out from third. There goes Candid Cameron. It is Oak Rock, Eldorado. Candid Cameron on the outside second. And now is wheeling close. Is only ahead from the lead. Twilight Zone is racing third. And Yankee up is on the outside fourth. Fifth to the inside, Ferrari Fever. Then Fernhill Breeze and Fred's Night. And then it is back to Big Boy Fraser and Outlaw Gunpowder. 3/4, 125-1. And Oak Rock, Eldorado marches on. Candid Cameron on the outside. Twilight Zone's been getting the trip and sent out 3 wide. Now comes Yankee up. It is Oak Rock, Eldorado. On down the stretch drive they come. Twilight Zone to the outside, but Oak Rock, Eldorado just marches on to win it. Twilight Zone was second, Ferrari Fever third, and fourth was Yankee up. 153-4 for Oak Rock, Eldorado. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race 9, 1 Oak Rock, Eldorado, 10-year-old Ram Baron Bay gelding, owned by Sandra Pro, who's also the trainer. Brett McDonald, the winning driver, 6th win this year, 29th lifetime. Oak Rock, Eldorado, 153-4. The ninth race payouts: 1 O'Clock Eldorado, 650, 380, 310. 9 Twilight Zone, 350, 284. Ferrari Fever, 480. $2 Exactor, 23, $30 Tribe, $91. Dollar Superfecta, 244.40. Here is the ninth race order finish from the top: 174, 385, 962. That's 174, 385, 962. And the claim of 9 Twilight Zone, the new trainer, Gerard Demers. Field for race number 10 on parade. One is St. Lad's Thriller. Jay Harris drives for Jeffrey Williamson and Rebecca Williamson. Number 2 is Highland Tartan. Colin Kelly for Jeff Gillis. And number 3 is 2-2 Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. Number 4, Brody Scrapper, Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. And number 5, American Wiggle, Paul McKenzie for Daniel Martin and Gaston Bibeau. Number 6, Bro Beach, Brett McDonald for Richard Morrow and Sylvain Deschenaux and Gar Racing Stable and Gaston Bibeau. And number 7 is Exit Smiling, J.R. Plant for Stefan LaRock and Fred Gillis and Jeff Smith and Natasha Piscar and Jamie Gray. Well, let's get a look at this field for the 10th. We'll start with number 4, Brody Scrapper, and has been scrapping pretty well of late. Turned things around because had been off form, but the last 3 races were really fine. 2 wins and a second. Brody Scrapper, a winner here last time out. 52-2 mile here. Giddy up. That's a big mile here over this half-mile track. Brody Scrapper, 2-1 on the board. Travis Cullen, Rachel Andrews, strong tandem there. Brody Scrapper has more than $250,000 lifetime earnings. Veteran 9-year-old. Slight favorite at 2-1. Number 1, St. Lad's Thriller. Well, a winner here in 53-1 and 1 going away and has the inside and went to the front in that last one. Brody Scrapper also was a front-end winner, so this race could be interesting. Also, there's some other early speed as well in this one. St. Lad's Thriller. You get 9-1 on the board, but that last race jumps out. And look at last year. It did take a mark of 51-3 at Mohawk, so St. Lad's Thriller offers value at 11-1. Number 2, Highland Tartan was third at Georgian Downs in a preferred 2 class last race and battled well on the outside for half the mile. Finished third in 53-1. And you do see this one racing in 49-4 on July the 4th of this year at Mohawk. So big time wheels. Went a 26-1 opening quarter in that one. Look at 11-time winner last year. Last year as an 8-year-old earned almost $200,000. Highland Tartan has a lot of back class and warrants serious regard in here in this spot. Highland Tartan is 5-1. And number 3, 2-2 is one also that's a proven winner. 31 trips to the winner's circle. The strong team of Eddie Hensley and Ashley Hensley, and 2-2 was third last time out in this class, in this preferred 2 class, and also raced at this level to start before that and was third as well. So 2-2 is one that, well, at 12-1, you could tout this one as a definite shot to finish on the top 3 and help it pay. 2-2, 12-1. 10th race, a very fine field. Preferred 2 horses and geldings, a field of 7 going to post shortly. It is a rolling for race number 10. St. Lad's Thriller. Highland Tartan on the inside. In the center, Toot Toot, Brody Scrapper, and American Wiggle. On the outside, Pro Beach and Exit Smiling. Field of 7, 10th dash. The field for the 10th race in the stretch drive. Here they come. And the field for the 10th is at the start of the route. St. Lad's Thriller, Highland Tartan, Toot Toot out well. Then Brody's Scrapper and American Wiggle and Pro Beach and Exit Smiling. They work their way into the backstretch and get away in program order. St. Lad's Thriller leads the charge to the opening quarter. Highland Tartan's racing second. Toot Toot is on the inside third and is 3 from the front. Brody's Scrapper racing fourth. Then it's a gap of a couple. American Wiggle, Pro Beach, and then Exit Smiling is trailing the field. They race their way on past the opening quarter. 27-1. St. Lad's Thriller at 13-1 is cutting out the mile. Highland Tartan's racing second. 2-2 forwardly placed third. 3 off the lead. Brody's Scrapper is racing positioned fourth as they come on towards us. Then it is American Wiggle and Pro Beach and Exit Smiling. They're still in a line and in program order. St. Lad's Thriller leads the way. Highland Tartan on the inside. There goes Toot Toot to come first over, and Brody Scrapper follows on the outside. American Wiggle is third from last. Half was 56 seconds. Then it is Pro Beach and Exit Smiling. St. Lad's Thriller leads the charge on down the backstretch, and Toot Toot is working a little closer now. Has taken over second. Highland Tartan on the inside third, and racing for Brody Scrapper is only about 2.5 off the lead. Then it is American Wiggle and Pro Beach and Exit Smiling. They hustle on up to three-quarters. St. Lad's Thriller still has the lead at 13-1. 1:24-1 the three-quarter time. St. Lad's Thriller and Jay Harris trying to go all the way on top. Toot Toot in the center of the track. 3 wide. Brody Scrapper now rolls off cover. Highland Tartan on the inside. Then it is Pro Beach and American Wiggle and Exit Smiling them on down the lane. Brody Scrapper out wide and charging on the inside. St. Lad's Thriller. Brody Scrapper on the outside. Pro Beach. Brody Scrapper is going to win. Pro Beach was second. Then finishing third was Highland Tartan, and fourth is between Exit Smiling and Toot Toot. 1:53-1. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 10. It's number 4, Brody's Scrapper. 9-year-old Mach 3 bay gelding owned by Travis Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Rachel Andrew is the trainer. Travis Cullen the winning driver. It's the 4th win this year, 32nd lifetime for Brody's Scrapper. And it is the driving double on the evening for Travis Cullen. The 10th race payouts for Brody Scrapper for $33.230. 6 Pro Beach, $543.22. Highland Tartan, $240. $2 exactor, $37.70. Dollar try, $52.75. Dollar superfected, $243.15. The 10th race order of finish from the top, 6341725. That's 6341725. Field for race number 11 on parade. One is Tails Away. Colin Kelly for Kyle Bossons and Doug Hastings and Brian Daly. Number 2 is Music to My Gears. Anthony Hunt for Gary Kingshot. And 3 is Southwind Grizzly. Daryl Thiessen for Dale Hurt and Antonio and Rocky Tancreta. Number 4, Bankroll, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen. Number 5 is Seymour Little. Scratches of 6, 7, and 8. And 9 is Arcane Sealster, Tyler Borth for Jack Ray and Peter Charlton and Archie Leach. Well, fans, the 11th race, a compact field. Still have the high five. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 1, Tails Away. Well, the last couple races certainly didn't tail away. In fact, came first up last race and was still fighting to the finish. And the race before that, well, one going away by 6, Tails Away, is on a nice little run right now. Gets the inside. Colin Kelly, Kyle Bossons teamed up. Tails Away, 2-1. Number 9, Arcane Sealster. Well, gets to follow out Tails Away. Arcane Sealster from the second tier is right now 11 of 18 in the top 3. Last race didn't go as well at Sarnia, but you do see this one racing at Mohawk in 52 and 4 3 races ago. Arcane Sealster could fit this class well. Jack Ray sports that 337 training average. Arcane Sealster 5-2. Number 4, Bankroll, Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen. This one's got 5 wins of the year, but is one that dropped down to this level last race and didn't race as expected. Was the favorite and disappointed, but Bankroll definitely could bounce back. This is a sharp barn. Travis Cullen driving, looking for a third on the night. Bankroll 6-1. And number 2, Music to My Gears. Well, Post 8 here last race and managed to finish third. Finally gets an inside. Post hasn't seen the inside in a while. Music to My Gears could make some music from Post position 2. And Anthony Hahn 2-1. 11th race of field of 6 going to Post shortly. Field for the 11th, taking out positions. Tails away. Music to my gears on the inside. In the center, Southwind Grizzly. To the outside, bankroll Seymour Little. The second tier, Arcane Sealster. Field of 6, 11th and final dash. Giddy up. Field for the 11th race. He is at the start of the rough. Music to my gears and tails away, leaving with Seymour Little on the outside scene, charging hard. And then it is Southwind Grizzly, Arcane Sealster, and trailing early as they race into the backstretch is Bankroll. Seymour Little trying to beat tails away for the early lead. On the outside, Seymour Little leads it by a length, and Seymour Little clears to the front as they race on to the opening quarter. Tails away comes back out and is going to reclaim the lead. And racing third, Music to my gears, and fourth is Arcane Sealster, and then it is Southwind Grizzly and Bankroll. 27-3, the opening quarter. Tails away and Colin Kelly with the front. Seymour Little is racing in the pocket. Music to my gears is third. Then racing fourth, Arcane Sealster. Southwind Grizzly is fifth, and Bankroll is racing sixth as the field comes off the turn and works on towards a 6 in a line. Tails Away has the front. Tails Away has a lead right now of a length and 3/4, and Seymour Little is second. Music to my gears is third. 57-3 is the halftime. Arcane Sealster is racing position to fourth. Then it is Southwind Grizzly and Bankroll to the outside. On down the backstretch they go. Tails Away has the lead. Right there second. Seymour Little is staying in the hunt. On the outside, Music to my gears now. Making some music on the outside and is only about 2 off the lead. Arcane Sealster is situated second over fourth. On the inside, fifth is Southwind Grizzly. And Bankroll trailing the field. 3 to the inside, 3 to the outside, 3/4, 126-4. Hemmed it is Tails Away and Colin Kelly. Music to my gears, though, is chipping away at the lead. It's down to just a hip now. Tails Away, Music to my gears as they turn for home. Tails Away on the inside, and on the outside, Music to my gears to settle things in the lane. Tails Away and Music to my gears fighting. Music to my gears on the outside comes on by. And then on the outside was Arcane Sealster, and then it was Tails Away and Seymour Little and Southwind Grizzly. 155-4. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race 11. It's number 2, Music to my gears, an 8-year-old rock and roll Hanover Bay horse owned, trained by Gary Kingshot. Anthony Hahn, the winning driver. Music to my gears, first win this year, 5th lifetime, 155-4. 11th race payouts, number 2, Music to My Gears, 690, 410, 230. 9, Arcane Sealster, 460, 230. 1, Tails Away, 210. The $2 exactor, 25.10. The dollar try, 17.10. The $2 double, 17.30. The dollar pick 3. Pay 63.75. The dollar win 4, 490.85, and the dollar high 5, 220.50. The 11th race, order of finish from the top. 3, 1, 5, 6, 4, triple scratch 2. That's 3, 1, 5, 6, 4, triple scratch 2. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this evening. Action resumes this coming Wednesday. Our first race will go to post at 6:30 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos.